The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
It's not just a car, it's a total image. An identity you have to go for. This isn't some high-tech sports car. Tell you the truth, it doesn't even handle that great. But that's not the idea, is it? What are we talking about here? Pussy, right?
Absolutely.
Let's face it, Harry. The vet gets him wet.
Good day, one and all. Film fans of all shapes, sizes, ages, creeds, and views and opinions, which in Scotland is a touchy subject as of the 1st of April, which we've just been talking about. But hey, we will always be true to ourselves. We are What's the Script. We are the very Scottish movie review podcast with a slice of comedic effect in there. And we're here for Series 4, Episode 14. And as always, I'm joined by, live over to the East End of Glasgow, Chris Ness. Chris, how are you?
Hello, my fellow hate crimers. Aye. Aye, everything's hunky-dory, mate. That's us off ahead of a night of smashing guitar solos and rock musics and the likes.
I'm looking forward to it. Chris and I are going to the Glasgow High Road tonight to see Slash and Miles Kennedy. And for anybody that's, how do I say this now without it being a hate crime? Anybody who is ill-informed as to who Slash may be, he was, and it still is, the lead guitarist of one of the best rock bands in the whole wide world, Guns N' Roses. So, can't wait, mate, can you? Quite good.
Well, I don't know if I can say I can't wait, because I don't know if that would be offensive to people that can wait. So I choose no comment.
Top answer, Jenny. Well done. Aye, we'll nip that in the bud. No doubt if you're listening to this outside Scotland, you're probably pissing yourself laughing at us under our new dictatorship. But hey ho. So, thanks as always to Quaint, Glasgow band Quaint, for providing us with our title music. Smashing as always. Boys are going great guns, as I keep saying. Check them out on Spotify. You'll be very pleasantly pleased by what you hear, I'm sure, if you like the kind of indie rock kind of music scene. But how are you this week, Chris? What's been happening? What you been watching in that?
Well, I watched 2 newer movies this week. I watched Imaginary, that horror film. Let's just say, well, I'll not just say because people will watch it and probably like it, but for me, it was a no-no. It wasn't very good, and I shan't be watching it again.
Is that a teddy bear?
Yes, it's the imaginary friend.
Right, I nearly watched it last night, but I never.
Oh, dearie me. But let's forget about that. I also went to see Godzilla and King Kong. And I know I know a dinosaur fighting with a giant monkey is ridiculous already, but that film was overly ridiculous. It was just there was parts of it that me and Boswell were fucking laughing out loud in the cinema at parts that weren't supposed to be funny.
Right.
I'm telling you, there's without spoiling it for people, there's a part where King Kong and another big bad monkey are like sizing each other up, right? And let's see, like to take for instance, like an action film, like when the goodie and the baddie are like kind of gain wee remarks to each other and all that, and going, ha, that's not what I think of you. See, this happens in this film, but it's grunts.
Smack talk.
See what the fuck you talk? And it's not like a 30-second clip, it goes on for about 3 or 4 minutes. Just two big CGI'd monkeys just suckling each other like, aye, do you think you can beat me in battle?
I challenge you for the giant bananas.
And I swear, there's a bit. This was how Ozzo interpreted it. I didn't interpret it, but then he said to me, which made it even funnier, Godzilla is getting charged up for this fight coming, right? And then a scientist goes like that, oh my God, he's changed. He's changed, right? So I'm sitting there like that, looking at him. Like, see, usually when Godzilla charges up, his back goes all blue. Well, see, when he's charged up now, it goes pink. And I'm like, what the fuck? The next thing he said to me, he goes, mate, I think Godzilla just transitioned.
Do you know? There probably was a message in there.
It made so much sense. He was blue, now he's pink.
Smashing. The only other thing they could have done was have him like breathe fiery rainbows. That'd have been quite funny, you know what I mean? But that sounds like a hot mess of a film. That I've never been kind of a Godzilla fan. It's all very. There's better stuff on YouTube, Godzilla animated, that people just do, and it's fucking brilliant. Like Godzilla fighting Siren Head and all that, and Cartoon Cat and the Rainbow Friends and stuff. That's worth a watch.
Don't get me wrong, mate. See, if it's a monster movie, I will go see it because it's that wee boy thing, big fucking monsters fighting. You know what I mean? But it was just, mate. There was just bits. There's dialogue between some, because that was the other thing as well, mate. Right? It was like there's just mental shit happening, right? And these actors are in the middle of it, and they're supposed to be saying stuff that you're going, oh my God, that's quite serious. You know what I mean? And the whole time you're like that, it's CGI monkeys fighting.
Aye. See, I've always had a problem with Godzilla when he appears with the water. And it's obviously been highlighted, but I remember saying this as a wee boy. He comes out the ocean and the ocean's up to his ankles. I'm like that. So how big's his feet? You know what I mean? Like 13,000 feet platforms on. Just never sat right with me at all. And people have done the diagram and all that since, and it's true. It's just stupid, man. What's anything else?
Superb, man. Oh, I still kept watching the Spider-Mans, and I'm on the Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's just bad. It's poorly done. It's poorly done. It's a waste of a film, wasted characters and everything. But
aye, it's the only saving grace in that movie is Garfield's acting. He's a great actor. See, when Gwen dies and all that, he makes me feel sad. And then, do you know what I think the best bit in the whole film is? The very end, when the wee boy stands in front of Rhino, and then Pete comes out and gives him his pep talk. Hey man, thanks very much for standing in for me, but I've got this and all that. And you're like, yeah, he's back, Spider-Man's back. But that was the third film after that. We never go again. Do you know what I mean?
No.
But it's a bad kind of plot and script in the third one. It just doesn't go anywhere. Same with at the very start, his mum and dad getting murdered, and there's just no reason for that. Do you know what I mean?
It's fucking, like I say, mate, it's a hot mess of a film. But enough about I've watched, mate. What have you been getting your eyeballs tore into?
Eyeballs have been poured into. I've watched a plethora of films this week, mate. I watched The Equalizer 3, which I love. I love all Equalizer films, but especially this one. There'll be Italian town he was in. I want to go and stay there. It's beautiful and it's magic. And great film. Check it out. I watched Knock at the Cabin, which I thought was really, really good. A great tension builder. I was right there with it. And at the end, it just didn't have the payoff, but it was still worth a watch, I think. Pet Cemetery Bloodlines, which I'm not going to tell you anything about because it's garbage film. Don't watch it. Lights Out, I watched that again. Or Mrs. Jaggy Fingers, as I like to call her, man. That was good. No Escape, Owen Wilson, under your recommendation, and James for Seismic Cinema. What a film, by the way. Owen Wilson is so
brilliant, man. very tension building in that, and on it. Especially that.
For 2 seconds, I'm like, oh no, because that militia just don't give a monkeys, man. They just get up, chopping people up, shooting them in the head, don't care who you are. So I was cracking myself, and then at the end I was like, is that based on a true story or what? Because who'd ever thought Vietnam would have saved Americans? Do you know what I mean? Jesus Christ. And then the one I really want to talk to you about, mate, is what I watched last night. You talked about your teddy bear movie. I'll talk about my teddy bear movie. I watched Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
I know, mate. I know. Oh.
Aye. I watched that last night. I had to. See, at the end, I had to shut my mouth. You know that way? I couldn't believe I'd sat through. It's about an hour and a half long, but I can't believe I sat through such terrible dialogue, acting. Look at Pooh's face, man. Get on. So I mean, and I read up it after it to see how much they spent on this film. It was 50 grand, and it made back like 5.5 million. So, Yeezys. But I've also learnt that Winnie the Pooh 2 has just been released.
Aye.
That's got a budget of $1 million. So I'm in for that.
It's getting a universe, mate. I think there's like 5 films coming out. All the characters. You know what I mean?
It's still got a mark more than Madam Web. It's got a 3 after me on IMDb, but I'm actually looking forward to the next one because I watched the trailer and it looks a wee bit more expensive, you know what I mean? It looks a bit darker and there was some good gory bits in it and that, but if you've not watched Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, get a watch, man. It's a good time. So that'll be me. I've not been catching up with anything else apart from a bit of football and stuff like that. But so folks, listen, as always, thanks for listening. We had a great jump on the audio platforms last week, which was great. So whoever's doing that for us, keep doing it. Get in and listen to every one of our podcasts and history and stuff. That's great. Keep that up. So you can find us on Buzzsprout, Spotify, Amazon, Deezer, Google, not yet again Apple, but soon to be back in Apple, and YouTube. If that's what you want to do. But where else can you find us, Chris?
Oh, you've caught me on the hop there.
I noticed that because your eyes going like Rain Man there.
But you've caught me on the hop there, which inspires my next saying. You can catch us in every hop that you are caught.
I thought you were going to say it in the pouch of a kangaroo.
No, but you can catch us everywhere. You can catch us in that wee clicking noise when you're indicating to take a corner. Know what I mean? You can catch us in there. You can catch us in every stretched waistband. You can catch us everywhere.
You can You can find us within the stretch marks of a recently pregnant woman who'd just given birth.
You
There you
can
go.
catch us in every hate crime legislation bill.
You can catch us in the fourth stripe of the fake Adidas shell set. That's enough of that shite for this week. So there we go, folks. You can catch us anywhere. You can catch us like a cold. Big shout out to our boys there at Seismic, Diabolical, Wreckfast, and the like. I had the pleasure of meeting James for Seismic Cinema yesterday. So, very small in real life, the guy. I think I'm just dead big. I looked at his face, at least on his kitchen, as if, "You going to eat me, big man?" I'm kidding. What a nice guy, man. Thanks for having me in for a wee while there, James. Colin was all, "What's happened? You two mate? There must be a story there. Are you lovers? Was there a hate crime involved? Did you touch each other's things?"
Oh, I just got a mad image of you reenacting that fucking scene in Ghost.
Oh, aye.
Molding a clay
That's
knife
right.
together.
I know. The pot on the wheel was dry, so there was none of that shit. Never even got a selfie. So, but it's good to meet you, James. Brilliant, mate. And hopefully it goes are smiling come lunchtime Sunday. West of Scotland, you know what I'm talking about. So this week, Chris, was my pick. And I chose John Cameron's 1994 blockbuster, and it was a blockbuster. True Lies, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis, Tom Arnold, and a good few others. Bill Pullman, obviously, God rest him. Eliza Dushku, Tia Carrere. I've got a lot of time for Tia Carrere. Charlton Heston. I totally forgot he was in this. 100% totally forgot about him being the old, cantankerous, white Nick Fury. And Arthur Malik. But the synopsis is, very quickly, guys, just to get out the road. Harry is a secret agent, and his associate Gib, who work for the Omega Sector, endeavour to locate 4 missiling automatic warheads. It is then that Harry realises that his marriage is about to crumble, and then all sorts of action and explosions and marital saviours ensue. What did you think of the film, mate?
Oh, superb, mate. But this, I wouldn't say it's one of my go-tos, but it is one, if I come across, I will watch it. Because for me, I regard it as one of Arnie's best films. No, I mean, you can have the Terminators, the Predators, and all this, but see, this kind of felt like something else he was doing. You know what I mean? It was like a splice of the comedic and the action stuff.
Aye, and do you know, there's a bit of acting in it for Arnold, I know.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Which you don't really get. You usually get him being the kind of dogmatic, he is what he is kind of thing. But in this, he's got to play a spy, and he's got to incorporate a couple of demeanours and roles. And you're right, mate. I think it's great. It's a cross between fucking James Bond and Jack Slater, isn't he?
Yeah, mate. It's one of my. I'm sure it's. Well, she did say that at the time anyway. It's one of her favourite films. Know what I mean? So, but aye, because that's when the first time I seen it, and she put it on, and I was like, I like this. I'll watch this.
You have won this round. I will come with you. As I said, mate, it's James Cameron was the director. Obviously, he's got a lot of history with Arnold, being the Terminator, and we all know James Cameron's just a money pot. But how did this film do financially?
Oh, stupendously well there. If I'm right in believing what the internet has informed me, the budget was $115 million, which apparently was a big thing at the time. And it made back 379 million, which, again, is not to be sniffed at. So,
No, it's not to be sniffed at. In today's money, 30 years ago, by the way, 30 years, in today's money, you double that, and you can kind of get a true reflection of what it's done. But it was a lot of money for the time. And do you know, money well spent. I thought the practical and special effects were flawless. I didn't see anything that was cartoony, out of place. Did you think yourself?
That's well, to back up what you were saying, it was actually nominated for an Oscar for visual effects, so that just hammers it home. But you're right, it's if you didn't know there was if somebody hadn't told you there was CGI in it, you wouldn't really know. Know what I mean? So
no, definitely.
The maybe the jet fighter at the end is a bit questionable, but at the same time, I know it's no. So if you want to nitpick at stuff, nitpick.
You know the only thing I will down this film for? It's the clearly visible on many occasions stunt doubles' faces. They're fucking outrageously shocking for him, her, for all. They really are. Even the terrorist guy on the bike, he does this jump and you see his wig going. So I thought that was a bit lazy for Jimmy Cameron, you know what I mean? Everything else
Big Arnie says that anyway. He says he would never do the stunts and all that stuff because he doesn't believe in taking work away from stunt actors. So there's that.
That's a good thing to say. It's better than saying I'm a shite bag in it. You know what I mean?
Well, in saying that as well, there could have been no more Arnie after 1994 making this film. Because there was apparently nearly a massive accident. See when obviously there's a horse chase scene, see the chase on the horse, and it comes to the end of the building and doesn't jump. They built this kind of wee ramp thing that the horse would stop prematurely before it got to the edge. But while they were filming it, the horse got spooked and nearly fucking ran off the edge. And the bold Arnie had to slide off the horse, and a stuntman caught him. You see, if they didn't manage to get this horse, they would have fell, was it 90 feet onto the concrete flare, and they've been dead.
There goes my hero. Pure other guys' stuff, man. I never knew that, mate. I never read up that wee bit of trivia. That's hairy.
That's what I mean. The Bulging terminated by a horse.
I could not self-terminate. I'll get the horse to do it. It's all right, mate. So Jamie Lee Curtis, mate. What's your thoughts on her as the leading lady?
Well, mate, I was thinking about this the other night. See every film I've watched, Jamie Lee Curtis in. I like her in it. This included. No, I mean, I think she plays the wee shut-in housewife very well, and as a character arcs through this. You know what I mean? You see, there's something else hidden inside Mrs. Fox.
Aye, there's a burning within. There's a fire that can't be put out, and it needs to expand. Like you, mate, I think she is tremendous. Do you know what I mean? It's amazing what a wardrobe, a pair of glasses, and a pretty lame hairdo can do to a person. And then she stops in front of that mirror in the hotel lobby and just transforms herself with a vase. You know what I mean?
And again, this is because there was a massive criticism about that dance scene, see the seductive dance scene. There was apparently a massive bit of criticism about it because it was exploiting fucking women and all this stuff and all that. But apparently, Jamie Lee Curtis made up the dance routine herself.
Right.
Just done it. No, I mean, she picked the song and everything because originally the plan was to be the light would go and it would just be the silhouette here, but it was her idea to do it in full light. So,
you're right, mate. She came out and poo-pooed it, and she says Well, part of this trivia is as well that the actual the underwear was her own set. She wanted to wear her own underwear, so that was hers. She wasn't forced to wear sexy underwear. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
But it's quite funny. It says there that the striptease scenes where Jamie Lee's Curtis was practiced extensively with James Cameron. So fucking bet they were, man.
Aye. That seems like an abusive
Aye,
cover,
can we go again on that?
that.
Another thing about that
Mr.
bit as well
Cameron.
was when she falls, it was something she ad-libbed, but Arnold wasn't told about it. When you see him jumping up, he'd done that for real, but they had to retake it because it was too real. And he jumped up and went, "You all right? You okay? Are you okay? What's wrong with you? You're on the floor. Pick up your towel."
Aye, because apparently as well, when he was interviewed about that, he says, "And was your wife happy with this scene?" And he's like, "Oh, I phoned her every day," and I says, "I hated every second of it." I'll fucking bet you did.
Because we now know what Big Arnold was like on set back in those days, you know what I mean? But he's still a treasure.
Aye. But mate, see, as far as you're talking about White and Jamie, mate, everybody in this is brilliant. I mean, one of my favourite characters in it is the Bill Paxton character, and you're not supposed to like him, but I think Bill Paxton is just that likable.
He is. Do you know, he turns into... see, remember Weird Science when he plays Chet? And then he
Aye.
starts begging when he gets turned into a job, and he's like, "Oh, come on, man." He turns into that guy. He's brilliant. He is. He's a sore missed if movie, man. He really is.
Aye, aye, man. That's everything, mate. Everybody in it, even the bold tier that you've got a lot of time for. Know what I mean? She plays a attractive bad lady, but also carries it well.
Does. He does. And at that time, I know, me and my pal Christopher, we watched Wayne's World every day for like 2 years, and she was a big part of Wayne's World. She was Cassandra in Wayne's World, and she's got a cracking voice and all that kind of stuff. And then she was going on just after this today, a sort of kind of like Indiana Jones series thing that used to be on, National Treasure kind of thing. She was an artifact hunter and all that, but she's a great actress. Listen, even Tom Arnold in this, who if the studio had their way, wouldn't have been in it. He was great. He was a comedic relief a lot of times. I thought his partner was excellent. We'll probably touch on some of the lines later, some of the scenes as well, because what was it? John Cameron invited him in, saw the chemistry with him and Arnold, but the studio didn't want him, didn't they?
Nah, because at the time he was. Well, I think he was going through his real divorce. Was it Roseanne Barr or something like that? And apparently there was a lot of negative shit in the media and stuff, so they didn't want to be attached to it. But kudos to the Bold James. He went, right, well, if he's not in it, I'll be taking this film elsewhere. So, stand by your man, as they say.
Quite right. You can just imagine the studio. Wait a minute, James, come on. Well, I'm just saying, might be better with him knowing it, you know, but no, you want him, you can have him, son. He's great.
You can just imagine that, wouldn't you? A studio exec. Whoa, James, baby.
I'm your white knight.
James, Bubby.
Told you that was coming. Hey, James, come on, what is this? Method acting, put away the gun, man. This is television, not radio. A radio, not television.
That man's a treasure.
That's great. So, which some of your favourite bits in it, mate? Give us a wee scene.
Oh, there's plenty to talk for. Plenty. Like, for comedic value, right? It's the one the terrorist is shooting at Gibb, the Tom Arnold part, and he hides behind a street pole. See his face when he's getting shot at, mate. He's like that. Like a human reaction, mate.
Oh, it's poor comedy, innit? And then when he comes out from behind the pole, he goes like that, checks himself for holes.
Aye, aye. And then checks his knob and he goes, "Oh, thank God." And then gives the pole a wee kiss. It's
Aye.
fucking brilliant.
That is.
Oh,
But that's littered through this film, and it's I put down like one of the very first things you see is when Harry comes out the ice with scuba gear on, and then he goes and hides, and he takes the scuba suit off, and he's got a perfect dinner suit underneath it. It's
aye.
sun creased or nothing, and I'm like, oh, this is this kind of film, is it? Yeah, I'm in for this. This is good.
Aye. Oh mate, there's so many, man. Obviously, again, comedic value. Big Arnie chasing the terrorist guy, and the horse refuses to jump off the roof. I thought it was just fucking hilarious and all, man. And it's after it, he gets up, and the horse backs up, and then he starts chastising the horse. What kind of cop are you anyway? Like, oh, fuck you. What planet
What's
are
wrong with
living on?
you? You let him get away. What kind of cop are you? The horse just goes,
Oh mate, it's fucking mate, because I remember I know people were going about I can't remember what John Wick film it was, but they were making a big deal with the fact he was riding a horse in it and he was shooting people. And I'm like, that's I'm positive that's been done before that. You know what I mean? It was like, okay.
that's great, because
But
even when he first gets on the horse and he radios Gib and says, how far away are you? I'm nearly there. I'm going to hurry up, please, because my horse is getting tired. Okay, your horse is getting tired. Is that what I mean? Did I hear you right there? Of course you're on a horse. Aye, that's it's you in it. Brilliant.
aye, oh mate. Aye, mate, there's so much mentalness in this, mate. I'll just put again, I think what's another see the whole attack on the bridge when they're trying to stop the nukes getting into America. I think just that whole like sequence is brilliant. No, I mean, to the stunt where Jamie Lee Curtis gets lifted out the motor as it dives off the bridge. I think everything's just well done, man. Brilliant.
That's amazing. That is amazing, because it's a one shot thing. You can see it. It's the late grab and the car going off right into the slab in the water. It's fantastic. That's when stunts for stunts. That's proper Fall Guy shit. You know what I mean?
And again, this is kudos to Jamie Lee Curtis. But they were talking about getting a stunt double in to do that, and she says, "No, I'll do it." And she done it on her birthday. There you go. You know what I mean? So, aye, superb, man. What
Good
about
old Jamie Lee
yourself?
Curtis. Good old Jamie Lee Curtis. She doesn't think twice about sacking a stunt person. It's Big Arnold that's looking after these stunt guys. You know what I mean? Not myself, mate. See the bathroom scene when the two terrorists follow him into the bathroom. He puts the cigarettes down, the wee camera on it and stuff like that. I thought that whole scene was funny and choreographed brilliant. See, the first wee guy comes in, combs his hair right. See the second terrorist, Terminator 1, walks in slow motion.
Aye.
He's got the green kind of jacket on and he's some size, and I'm like, ah, Terminator 1. The only thing that was missing there was the dun, 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 dun. Do you know what I mean? I thought that bathroom scene was great, because all the while there's a wee guy in the toilet. Wee businessman. He's getting on it there. And it's
See that scene as well, mate. I wonder if that like inspired the Mission Impossible scene. See the one it's like Tom Cruise and Henry Cavill fighting a wee spy in the toilet? Because again, it's very similar.
It's very similar. It's a good shout, that, actually. Aye. What else is there? There's some, we've talked about like practical effects and stuff like that as well, but there's some amazing camera work in this. There's when Harry's in the car with Simon and he's kidding on, he's going for a test drive. There's a bit the two of them are talking, and the camera pans right round for the the passenger side to the driver's side while the car's in motion. How the fuck did they do that? That's great. And it's something you would miss. I missed it for like 20 years, 30 years. 30 years this has been it. Jesus. I just noticed it the other night. And then the camera work when Dana's on the crane up high. That's vertigo there. Whoa, Lassie's going to fall.
Aye. Mate, there's all sorts of like even a bit I think is it's superb because it just it's like Steve, a woman had this opportunity to quiz her man. She would do it every day. Soon about obviously they've been captured and Harry's been gave the truth serum. And she's like, so if I ask you questions, you're going to give me the right answers. And he's like, well, you just need to ask me questions. No, I mean, it's just, are we going to die? Yep.
Aye, that's great because the next question is, like, have you ever killed MD? He just goes, yes, but they were all bad.
It's a superb scene, man, because it's like this opportunity. Because obviously, for people that haven't seen this, Harry's wife doesn't know he's a spy up till this point. Know what I mean? Because what I think is also the comedy in this is fucking great, by the way. Because see, when they get captured after the sexy dance, Jamie Lee Curtis's character thinks she's the spy getting taken away, and she's like, just leave him, he's got nothing to do with this.
Aye, that's amazing, man. He's a sales rep, for goodness sake. It's me you want. Shut up.
And he's already got that. Oh, come on, guys, let the hooker go.
Aye. Come on, she's nobody. Let the hooker go. That's brilliant, man. Aye, she's still no twigged. She's that innocent.
Let me handle this, Harry.
I know. She's been asked to do one up. And she's like, I'll handle this. That is great, man. What else am I going to say? See another great scene. The fake Black Ops stuff to get now her and Simon are in the caravan or the trailer, and Harry set up the fake Black Ops to like take off the end of the trailer and all that kind of. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, because again, that's hilarious enough. See when obviously the Helen character like kicks fucking Gib in the balls and she's running away, and then she bites Arnie, and then a wee guy comes out with a butt of his rifle and fucks on the back of the nut, and Harry gubs him. It's pure slapstick, man.
And you put her in the van and Gib walks away holding his balls going, fuck shit. But when they get Simon up on top of the dam and take his hood off, and he just turns into the coward, and it's fucking brilliant. And he pisses himself, and I've got a little dick, it's pathetic. What a line.
Oh, mate, it's fucking so good. And see, I think I didn't fucking realise either until I was like reading up on stuff like this. Simon and Harry are the same character, but playing their roles in reverse. That Harry's like a spy, but he plays being a salesman, and Simon's a salesman playing a spy. It's fucking superb, man. Oh, but again, you're not supposed to like Bill Paxton's character, but the guy just comes across as fucking brilliant, man. Brilliant.
Aye, and by the way, his master plan isn't he without its genius? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, fucking brilliant. Wait. Because obviously, this film it's predominantly about like the relationship side this things in it, but see all the while you forget that there's actually fucking nuclear bombs and there's terrorists trying to like blow shit up. Know what I mean? Because you're like,
100%.
because it starts out like we need to get closer to find out where these nukes and all that are going, and then the next thing it's just this relationship takes the middle of the film, and then come near the end, it's by the way, there's 3 nuclear bombs. Like, oh fuck, guys, so there is.
That's right. It's not to the final act. You're like, aye, we better do something about this. That's them two sorted out. She knows what he is, and he knows what's happening with her. Everything's cool. Let's go and get the terrorist now. That's brilliant, mate.
Oh. But
there was a bit of, excuse me, a bit of scandal surrounding the movie with regards to Eliza Dushku, who played the young Dana Tasker, and she was 12 at the time, wasn't she? Playing a 14-year-old. But in January 2018, Eliza Dushku revealed that when she was a 12-year-old child actress making the movie, she was sexually molested by the film's 36-year-old stunt coordinator, Joel Kramer. Dushku detailed how Kramer groomed her for several months to gain her friendship and her parents' trust, contrived to spend an evening alone with her, and then molested her. And it got even worse because when she confided in another adult, who's nameless, to approach Kramer about it, it was kind of poo-pooed, and then she says that he deliberately injured her doing a stunt as well.
Aye.
Fucking mental.
Aye, because she broke ribs or something doing a stunt, and he was obviously the stunt coordinator. So again, mate, people like that, I've got my opinions. I don't know if we'll go to jail for saying them, but that cunt should have his throat slit. So simple as that. But it just seems again there's another thing cropped up that these people exist in a specific industry. So,
and then obviously Schwarzenegger and Curtis and Arnold and James Cameron all apparently tweeted right away at the reveal and praised her for her strength and her coming out and telling everybody and stuff like that. But you're right, mate. People like that on this planet don't deserve to be walking on it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there we go. That's only the kind of second film you've ever done with a bit of scandal. I remember it was Predator was the other one, wasn't
it? Yeah, aye. But there's plenty of other ones. So, but aye, it's not right, man. And I mean, see the fact that she went and said to somebody, and then this guy still had the fucking job. It's revealing in some ways and all, but it's terrible, man.
I find sadly it's a sign of the times as well, at that time as well, when probably an adult would have been like, shut up, you stupid wee lassie, you know what I mean? Don't talk crap. But there we go. No touching it anymore, I suppose. I just thought it was interesting to put it in there for context. Any favourite lines in the movie that we've not covered?
Any favourite what, sorry?
Quotes?
Oh, we may as well just all of Tom fucking Arnold's lines, shall we? But there was a particular one as well, like debriefing with fucking Nick Fury, by the way. Like you, totally went out of my mind. I'm like, what the fuck? But it's a wee guy, I can't remember his name, but he was in fucking all sorts of films for a while as well. They call him the Sand Spider. Why do they call him that? Probably because it's scary.
He's Faisal.
Aye. Oh, fucking superb, man. Another one after the Helen character has seen that Harry's actually a spy and he's killing people. Again, a wee back to the 90s when Stallone and Arnold were competing. She's like, oh, I married Rambo. Yes.
I can imagine James Cameron writing that in just to annoy Arnold, you know what I mean? That's quite funny.
Aye. But again, Tom Arnold, when he's talking about his divorce, and apparently this was inspired for his real life divorce. And
Aye.
so it's, what kind of sick bitch steals the ice trays?
And she did.
It's
Roseanne Barr.
fucking brilliant.
For a bit of context, I can remember it vividly. Talking 30 years ago, over 30 years ago, when the two of them were going through their divorce. Because Roseanne was a big deal, man. She had her own show and she was like high paid actress on television in America at one point. I think that the two of them were getting mad with it. They were full of drugs and drink, and they were just going out in public and physically boxing with one another or wrecking restaurants, and they were just wild, man. So I can kind of see why the studio wanted to keep him at arm's length. Not to say that it was all her fault, but the two of them were as bad as one another. But I can just imagine a woman clearing it and taking the ice cube trays. Just having, it's a woman thing to do. A guy, when he think of that, well, do you know what? He took everything. He's going to be gutted. He's going to want a fucking drink. I'm taking the ice trays so he can't have a cold drink. You know what I mean? Such a woman thing to do that.
That's fucking genius. Genius, man. It's like fucking taking the batteries out of control. That fucking.
That's a rotten bastard.
Oh, the other man, right? I'll just finish with Tom Arnold again. It's the party walks into the house and Dana is getting ready for school and she's got this helmet on and he just after off says, "Oh, I remember the first time I got fired at your cannon."
Aye.
It's fucking so stupid but brilliant, man.
Aye, it was quality, man. One of the things it says as well, women, huh? Can't live with them, can't kill them. A good line to Harry is when he gets the truth serum and the wee torturer guy comes back in with the mad wild eyes. "Hello, I'm your torturer today. My name is Khalid." But Arnold goes like that. He says, "Aye, that looks like it's working." And Arnold says, "First, I'm going to use you as a human shield. And I'm going to kill this guard over here with the Pedersen Bruckner on the table. And then I'm thinking about breaking your neck." "Really? Why is that?" "Because you know my cuffs." "Yes, I picked them." And then just does what he says. So that was a good line.
Aye. Mate, like I says, mate, there's all sorts of lines in this you could have wrote down. Know what I mean? See, just daft wee one-liners, and it's the screenplay for it's brilliant, and the fact that it's James Cameron that done it, because apparently like, he hired like comedians to write this as well, and then seen it for himself and went, "Nah, I'll just write this myself." Again, I think it's just like another side of like James Cameron you didn't see, because you think James Cameron sci-fi films and stuff, know what I mean? So that again, this is a bit out of the norm. Like we were talking about Sam Raimi, then Spider-Man, going for horror into a superhero film. I think this was like the same kind of ilk.
Aye, definitely, and kudos to him for doing it. All right, it might not be in the $1 billion club as he's used to, but it was never a film that was going to be that way anyway. I think, like you say, he's done it for entertainment factor and just giving the audience a right good time. And his laughs all hit. I mean, even some of the other stuff, was that camera angle I was talking about in the car when Simon's talking. He's talking about trying to sell the car. He says, "Let's face it, Harry, the vet gets him wet." He's like, "Oh."
Oh, but see the whole idea of like the spy having a family and him going through like normal, like to be perceived like husband shit. I thought the whole idea behind that was brilliant as well, because like the whole like what does James Bond do when he's not being James Bond? I mean,
You see, you never do get that. You never, as he says in Skyfall, orphans pick the best agent, make the best agents and all that. He's not got a life. His life is 007, and MI5 or 6 or whatever it is. You're right, mate, it's a great angle, but it's also an angle that just couldn't be done in the day. No with social media, mobile phones, your wife wanting FaceTimes and stuff like that. Just couldn't be done. You couldn't be sitting in Kandahar tied to a chair with your phone going, the wife, you know what I mean? But the angle was great.
But see, for years as well, right? I'm glad it didn't happen, but an aspect it did happen. They'll talk about how there was going to be a sequel to this, and James Cameron was going to do it. Right? I'm happy that didn't happen. But then, like I've been saying to you for a while, if people have been listening to this, I go on about things being turned into a fucking series. This was turned into a series. And should you be interested, the second series is coming out soon. But why? Just fucking why?
Seen it. I know, mate. I've seen it. I've had no desire to watch it. Maybe having watched this film, I'll check out the first episode. But it's not going to have Arnold Schwarzenegger or Jamie Lee Curtis or Tom Arnold in it. You know what I mean? It's not even going to have fucking racist white Nick Fury in it. You know what I mean?
That's
if I make the series too, like, must be doing all right.
Aye, that's it. But I mean, come on, fucking there's things get second episodes that shouldn't get second episodes. It's again, mate. It's fucking. Why can you just leave? Because the end. See the ending to it. The ending to the film is perfect. You're like that. They started out as a secret couple. Come the end of the film, boom. They're now doing spy stuff together. Know what I mean? And you're left to imagine what. I don't get this whole shit now. I need to see how it goes. Fucking use your brain. That's what it's for. Go finish the film how you wanted it to finish.
I don't need to know if they start doing. They can only do missions together after this, or I don't need to know if Dana wants to become a spy after it. It's fine. It was wrapped up in a bow and put under the tree for Christmas because it was perfect. You know what I mean? It was great. Absolutely great.
It's just what it is, mate. Because I've seen that they're talking about doing a sequel and all that, and I'm going, no, I'm glad they left it. You know what I mean? But see the fact that the people that made this film went, no, we're leaving it where it is, and then there's some wanker out there just went, I reckon there's people out there that want this. Like, no, just leave it.
Just leave it. Opening act, Harry dies, and it's just
mate,
Mrs.
To put it into context, mate, it was like the Lethal Weapon, right? Lethal Weapon films, and then they made a TV series about it. And I'm going, why are you doing that? And then see right away, they killed Murtaugh and sorry about that. Spoiler alert, they killed Murtaugh and Briggs off. So you're like, so I'm not watching Lethal Weapon, I'm watching a fucking cop show with two totally different people. But what you've done is you've took the Lethal Weapon name and just bastardized it for your own purpose.
I know they've done that. I thought they were just different actors and they still had the same names.
No.
There you go.
No.
No need for that shite. No need for that shite. See the tango music. I don't know if it did it to you, but it did it to me. As soon as I heard that, I thought Addams Family. With Gomez and Morticia dancing. The original Addams Family film for the 90s, exact same version, man. If you didn't think that before, I've ruined it for you now.
Every time I hear that song, I think of this. You know what I mean? For some reason, it just must be imprinted in my brain. But, aye. It's... Even, so see, after the film was done, I was just doing the song. Shite, you know what I mean?
Apparently that's the hardest thing that Arnold has ever had to learn while making movies, was doing that tango. He done it for 6 months because he wanted it perfect. He wanted it to be like Al Pacino in the scent of a woman. That was his thought process. He went, I want it to be as good as that. Fair play to him.
So, I know everybody just thinks Arnold is the big bruiser, you know what I mean? But he's obviously put a wee bit of finesse into his craft.
I can shift a woman about that flair, the big boy. Thinking about like a...
But see, I'd seen the tango dance anyway, mate. The tango dance just seems to be one-sided to me. Because there's bits the guy just stands there and the woman just throws herself to the deck and all that. And then there's a bit, he doesn't even bother picking her up, he just drags her across the flare.
I'm going to say that. See, if I'd bought her these shoes, I'd be raging. You're scuffing me good shoes. Oh, look at these shoes. How much they cost me? I've not paid them up yet. They were off the catalogue, these shoes. They're like fun.
Mate. But I'm saying that we're talking about how good Jamie Lee Curtis was. Not that. Apparently, she wasn't the first choice for Helen. She wasn't originally cast. It was actually Jodie Foster that was cast.
No.
Aye.
No.
It's
having
something
that.
to think about, isn't it?
No. I just can't imagine her playing a housewife. No.
Aye, just quick crow, doctor.
I can smell you, can. Yes, she's a big girl, sir. Do you think, does he want you? Does he want you sexually? Closer, please. Closer.
Wait, see the
That's a tangent.
See when Hannibal Lecter does that. It's that thing. I don't think it because it's a cannibal. I think it's because it's freezing in there. That's him just chittering.
Aye, there's absolutely zero radiators against the big brick walls. It must be chittering down there.
But there you go.
You get your blanket, doctor.
Jodie Foster.
That's brilliant, mate. I like that. I know another thing. I'm not getting right off here, but see, with regards to that film, if you've never seen the French and Saunders skit doing Silence, they do a lot of film skits, but the Silence of the Lambman's is funny because it just pans in and done French. That's smashing. Oh,
mate, I've not seen that in fucking years. I'll need to go find that on YouTube or something.
But, I think it was on now at iPlayer. Shona was watching them around about Christmas, and I'd forgot about them on the Misery one and all. Kathy Bates is absolutely brilliant. Loved a bit of French and Saunders back in the day. See the whole Harrier jets. I thought they were brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
I see that it's like that shot you get when they've shot the missiles off to destroy the bridge. Again, just like single shot, mate. I was like, yes, this is cool shit. I know what I mean? But yes, I'm all for that.
All the explosions and all the action is flawless in this, man. See, even when they make a comedy bit about it, I mean, the wee guys on the bridge pulls out a rocket launcher, and the wee guys behind them, oh no, and blast them at the back, and then they're teetering out the bridge, and they're like, the big pelican lands on them. So good.
It's brilliant, mate. The comedy, the action is littered by comedy, but it's brilliant. Because there's a bit I know that killed me last night. I completely forgot about. See the bit where the leader of the terrorist is giving his demands to the world and all that. The Crimson Dawn will destroy every city every 10 minutes until we're given our demands, and we starts going no battery, and he puts it down, and the guy looks up like that. What's the matter with you? Battery. What's that? Well, go get a chapter.
I was sweating for that wee guy, man. So, oh, no, what am I going to do? He's doing it big next here. This is a one-shot performance. Oh, that was.
Mate,
see the bit where, which is excellent. The terrorists are on the 20th floor, and then they look at the window and the jet just comes up with Arnold in it, and he's got his wee binoculars on, and Arnold just gives his wee smile, takes out the full flare. Oh,
Aye.
that's very well done.
Because you mentioned before, see the Dana, the daughter, when she's on that crane, you're like that. Oh, I mean, I don't know what the decision, but I know they need to do it for suspense in films and all that, but where's the decision making? Like, I think I'll sprint down the stairs instead of up the stairs, but I'll hide. I'll hide behind a wall. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to climb up to the highest point, out to the furthest away point, and then dangle. And then shout for help. Shout for help.
Just in case Superman's flying by. It happens in one hell of a lot of movies, doesn't it? They're running up the stairs. You're like, where are you going? That No Escape I watched the other night, the date and that and all, it just happens. I know, we'll go up the stairs. Jeez, come on. Are you going to sprout wings by the time you get up there or something? See, the other thing that happens in films quite a lot, wooden tables becoming bulletproof. People dive behind wooden
another
tables.
thing that's kind of ruined a lot of action films for me. See the whole hiding behind a car? Bullets would go right through that. Apparently, it's only if you're in front of the block engine that it won't go through. So see every time, like Predator and all that, when I see them hiding behind like the side door and all that guy's dead.
I just say as well, if you hide behind the wheel arch, it gives you the best chance as well, because there's a lot of cast iron, wrought iron to get through there. But bullets these days surely can get through such things. I mean, when that aeroplane takes out the 20th floor, they bullets would have like soft, they terrorists, but that was still good, still brilliant, man.
It's good, man. It's like the whole final act, like trying to save his daughter while flying this jet, while the terrorist is jump on the same jet, and it's just this struggle. You're like, this is high octane stuff. This.
That's because see the bridge scene, see when he rescues her and all that, and then they land. You forget that he's away with the warhead in that wee van. You're like, fuck, mission's not over. Arnold, get on it.
It's got one of those wee tropes that you always get for saving the world stuff. Like even when he's in the helicopter and Harry phones, "Get me the president." The president's like, "Oh, how are you doing there, lad? I was out playing a round of golf."
Presence on the shitter, be with you in two. But that bridge it's brilliant. Cinematically, looks amazing. By the way, it's a real bridge, obviously. It's a 7-mile bridge, and it connects the Florida Keys to the Florida mainland, which I just learned last night. Such things existed.
Well, I was living in Scotland. You might not see it every day. You know what I mean? And it's not a thing that I take to tend to Google. I think I'll Google the bridges of the world.
I enjoy a bridge, but I just had to look and see, because I think that's been used in other films as well. I'm pretty sure it has. I can't for the life of me think, Joanne, but
again, I think it might be in Mission Impossible. Because there's a part where I'm sure like, Tom Cruise is running. Oh, you know Tom Cruise likes to run. Know what I mean? But he's running, and I'm sure it's a bomb or a jet fires a missile, and he gets pulled into the sea, like the blast blows him into the side of a car. So,
right.
So I think that might be the same bridge. If it's not, it's similar. But
something says to me an about Point Break, but I could be right off with that as well. But I'm sure it has been. If we Google that later, if you'd like to enjoy Googling a bridge, you probably find that it's been in a lot of other films. Anything else you want to?
Anyway.
Sorry?
Talking about Point Break, Speed came out the same year as this, and this beat Speed at the box office. So there you go. You know how fondly Speed is looked upon by the action community.
Aye, no half. There was a time there about a year ago when all the podcasts were doing a bit of speed, weren't they?
Aye. Tell you, mate, see the amount of times I wanted to say it, and then it was like somebody else has done speed, and I'm like, all right, I'll wait. And then get a couple of weeks, and then somebody else done it. I was like, I actually think you said it. Did you know?
Yeah, I did say it, and that's why we chose. At the time, we chose Under Siege because everybody was doing
Aye.
speed, and Under Siege just seemed like a kind of natural choice. Anything else you want to mention about the movie, mate?
No, just the whole fact that if you've not seen this, I suggest you go see it. Because again, I was informed by a friend of mine who has said he hasn't seen it. So, aye. So
I am a
again,
dog.
go see it. Aye, it's great, mate. It's a brilliant action comedy spy film, and everybody in it's brilliant. Know what I mean? Even the wee sleazy car salesman that you're not supposed to like, you end up fucking liking because the guy's such a good actor. So
Right.
I don't know what more
That's
you can
it.
say that. Know what I mean?
He's just a douche, but he's a good douche. He's a livable douche. And the words of Jamie Lee Curtis, it's without question the greatest experience of her professional life was making that film. So there you go. And look at her vast body of work.
Yeah. Such vastness.
So what are you giving it out of 10, my man?
I am going to stick with my IMDb and I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10.
I also will stick with my IBMD, which is funnily enough also an 8 out of 10. As I say, the only thing I can point out about this film that was a bit lazy and sticks out was the stunt doubles' faces at points. And that was it. And that's fuck all. That is nothing because everything that was meant to hit home. As you say, it's a comedy spy thriller. If that's what you want, watch it. You will not be disappointed.
Yep, definitely. And what I say is you're getting James Cameron directing, Jamie Lee Curtis, Arnold Schwarzenegger acting. It's got comedy all the way through it. I don't know what else you can ask for a film. You know what I mean?
No. And something else we didn't mention about it, it's got some of the best explosions in a movie you'll ever see, by the way, as well.
Aye. So, I know that's a massive seal of approval whenever I've heard it.
It's a great film. I knew I liked it, but when I picked it last week, I hadn't watched it in a wee while, but I forgot how good it was when I rewatched it. And definitely will be rewatching it again because it's absolutely brilliant. And like Chris says, people, if you haven't watched this, get it bloody watched. Is it on Disney?
It's on Disney, in fact. Yes, it is.
Right. So there you go. You've no excuses. It's on the Disney Plus there, which every man, woman, and child seems to have these days. If there's one app, apart from Netflix, you've got Disney Plus. So get it watched.
Yes.
But otherwise, I'm sure you can pick it up somewhere else. Thanks very much, everybody, once again for listening to us. I'm going to put this out on Friday, mate, night. So it gives a wee couple of days, and it gives us people a couple of days to see it on the socials and that. So because we've no kind of plugged it this week with other things. We don't know when we'll be back next week because my kids are off for a further week, but they're in Blackpool this week with their mum, which just gave us time to do this. What's your plans for the rest of the day? What's happening, mate? When we meeting? What's going down?
Well, man, what I'm going to do, man, this is me taking the stance of the crane.
Fucking shut up. Sweep my leg.
Someday phone a swan because these bets are sick.
Oh, look at that. It's been a while since I've been able to brush my teeth there.
Just walk about like fucking Conor McGregor. Fucking right, lads. But the the plan is, obviously, wash our bodies of last night's sleep and plot for there.
Aye.
I'm thinking some establishment that serves bubbly amber nectar. So
Bubbly amber nectar. That would see if somebody gave you a pint of bubbly amber nectar, you'd be fucking raging, wouldn't you? What's that? That's bubbly amber nectar there. Yeah.
it's- oh yeah, it's definitely got a good mouth feel.
What you talk about, you and your fucking sipping wheat beer.
What's wheat beer?
Fucking beer, mate. Beer's beer. I mean,
But aye,
let's
so
look at half air where we're meeting all that, but looking forward to it. Going to go and get a shower and that, and we take the dog out and feed him and the like. Get the mother-in-law coming to take him for the evening, so that's good. Don't need to worry about him.
yes, aye. And should anybody want anything to look forward to, next movie has been decided.
Oh,
And
aye.
it will be a buddy cop movie that I have fond memories of. A buddy cop movie.
Buddy cop movie.
Yes.
Can I have a guess from there?
Yes. Have a guess.
I'll give you these guesses three. First guess is Lethal Weapon, because you mentioned it.
Yep.
Yeah. Second guess is Rush Hour.
That's it.
Yeah.
Is it?
Hey! What one? First one.
I will just go with the original that launched so much happiness. Know what I mean?
See, Neve, daughter, when she was growing up, she loved these films, man. I used to make her laugh, but before she became a teenager, and she used to find me funny, you know what I mean? Hey, Kata, what are you doing, Kata?
Bye. Rush Hour, mate. I think it was kind of maybe like my generation's Lethal Weapon. So and Jackie Chan. I watched so much Jackie Chan growing up that the fact that we've not done a film with him yet is kind of it's poor form for me.
Hey, poor form for us both, mate, and it's been logged, by the way. Because, like you, I went doing a deep dive with Jackie Chan many moons ago. And my pal that put me on to him about the back catalogue he's got in Japan, China, and some of the movies, mate. Kingdom of Gold and all that. The guy's he's unreal. He's absolutely unreal, man. You could watch 3 hours, his bloopers.
Aye. He's a world treasure, that boy. So, there you go.
Oh, look, there's Jackie broke his... there's Jackie broke his leg. Would you want to go to the hospital? No, we're going to finish this stint, then I'll go to the hospital.
Aye. Oh, I mean, there was a wee video released.
Video released?
His daughter was kind of fucking heartbreaking. And they're watching the videos being like injured and stuff. So
aye, some boy, the Chan boy.
Aye, but apart from that, thanks everybody for listening and tuning in. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell their enemies, tell their enemies to tell their enemies.
Exactly, and never stop looking for us because you'll always find us. Never stop looking.
Aye.
Or as Elliot Ness would say, never stop fighting till the fire is down. What do you say? Never stop fighting till the fire is down. Fuck off. Aye, thank you so much for listening, everybody. If you enjoyed it, as Chris says, please consider sending it to someone else who might like it. Word of mouth is how we grow, and your support means the world to us. The absolute planet of Earth to us, it really is. Which is good because we've fixed the ozone. Did you know that? Didn't know there's no ozone anymore. Not heard about the ozone in about 30 years, so they must have fixed it. Big shout out to all our homeboys as we did at the start, and listen this week for Especially Seismic Soccer, which is back. And Diabolical did Napoleon Dynamite, which was a good listen, and a film I've not seen since it was released, and I'll need to go back and watch it.
Aye.
Very niche movie, so it is. I can't remember if I really liked it or no, to be honest with you. I just remember the dance.
That's it. I just remember it for the dance. So, but hey ho. But again, thank you everybody, and see you next time.
Cheerio, bye.
The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.